The future of advertising is all about combining AI and photography to create visuals that were either not possible to create or visuals that required huge productions and budget, right? So let's have a look at one such photo to understand the advantages of AI and the kind of gear I prefer using for creating photos like this, right? So what you see here is basically a beer bottle shot in an outdoor environment that happens to be a port in Barcelona, right? So to create a photo like this, there would be two options if I don't consider AI. Option one is that you actually go to a location for a shoot, right? In this case, there will be many challenges involved. The first challenge would be that you would be at the mercy of weather, right? So आप जितने मर्जी weather apps check कर लो, but when you go to location on the shoot day, it might end up being a cloudy day, or even worse, windy, right? And here, if you look at the photo, we want it to be a nice sunny day, right? So the weather is not in our control. The second is the kind of production involved, because looking at the photo, first you would need to do recce of the places. अगर आपको लोकेशन शूट करना है तो आप पहले लोकेशन फाइनलाइज करोगे, फिर उसकी परमिट्स लोगे, फिर लोकेशन यानी कि बैकग्राउंड में जो आपको बोट्स पार्क दिख रही हैं, so you may even need to rent out these boats for the shoot, right? Or if you want to change the location of the boats, you would need to do that. A lot of people would be involved, a huge production will be involved to create a photo that you want, right? Another big challenge is that when you're shooting outdoors, we all know that the sun is moving continuously. Therefore, the lighting on the product is changing continuously, right? उस पे जो shadows और lights आ रही हैं वो continuously change हो रही हैं. And to create a detailed photo like this, we know that we have to create a very precise lighting setup that stays the same throughout the shoot. But when you're doing a shoot outdoor on location, the sunlight is continuously changing, right? Now, one solution is that you can use a huge diffusion panel to either diffuse sunlight or to block it completely, and use artificial lights around the product to match it with the sunlight or the background light, right? So there are ways of doing it, but a lot of challenges are involved when you are shooting products on location. The other big challenge is about styling. So by styling, what I mean is, if you look at the product or the bottle, you see all the condensation drops, you see the ice slush. So अगर मेरे को ये styling location पे करनी होगी, imagine if it's a windy day, the drops would just slide down the bottle, or the ice slush would slide down the bottle, or there could be so many other challenges involved because there's dust around the product, so many different things happening. So shooting a product on location is fine if you're doing a lifestyle kind of a shoot for products, right? Then it's fine because you just take these casual photos of products on location. But if you have to create these highly detailed product shots, then this is not the best way to do it, right? So a second way of doing a shoot with the older method would be that I would actually go on location. In this case, I would go to a port in Barcelona and I'll take a series of photos on a nice sunny day, right? Once I have those photos, I'll get them printed on huge Duratrans, or I could also use big LED panels in my studio, and I would do the shoot in my studio where I'll shoot the product against the background in camera, right? So doing it this way has certain advantages because firstly, you're doing the shoot in studio where you have absolute control on lighting, on styling, basically everything is under control, right? The only limitation is that when you do it this way, you are limited by the choices you have when you are photographing the background. Because background जिस दिन आप शूट करने गए वहाँ पे जो आपने देखा वो वैसे ही रहेगा, right? अगर आपको कोई changes करने हैं, then again it will involve big productions. You will need to move boats in the background, or you need to create the environment in a certain way to shoot it in the first place, right? तो आपके पास जो choices है to shoot the background is limited. Or even if you consider using stock footage, stock पर भी मेरे पास limited options है for a certain kind of a background, right? But when I do it the newer way, which means when I use AI to create these backgrounds, then the possibilities are endless. Because now using AI, I can use a tool like Midjourney and tell AI to create a background similar to what you see in Barcelona. That I want to create a port that you see in Barcelona. I want this particular time of the day to be shown in the photo. For instance, if you look at the photo, I want a nice sunny afternoon time because the sun is at that position, right? I can precisely tell Midjourney to put sun in a specific spot, right? And I can easily change the boats that I see in the background. I can replace the boats, I can change their position, I can do whatever I want very easily when I'm using these AI tools to create these backgrounds, right? So I have complete flexibility and freedom. I don't need any permissions, permit, or huge production to make it happen, right? So that's the advantage of AI. Now, once I have created this background in AI and I'm shooting the product in studio, तो उस टाइम मेरे को इस बात का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि जो लाइटिंग बैकग्राउंड में है वही सेम लाइटिंग मैच हो प्रोडक्ट पे. लाइक इन दिस केस व्हाट आई हैव डन इज आई हैव शॉट द बॉटल against a plain background in studio, and later I have composited the background and bottle in Photoshop, right? So for this process I need to match the lighting on the bottle with the lighting on the background. So if you look carefully here, you will see the position of the sun, and accordingly you will see the shadows and refraction near the bottle base, right? So it is matching. So फोटो देख के ऐसा लगता है कि सन ही वो रिफ्रैक्शन क्रिएट कर रहा है और वो शैडोज क्रिएट कर रहा है नीचे बेस पे, राइट? The other thing you will observe is that I have lit the bottle using harsh lighting sources because I want the viewer to feel as if the bottle has been shot outdoors in a sunny environment. So sunny environment में क्या होगा कि आपके पास diffuse light नहीं होगी. So similarly bottle पे जितने भी highlights आप देख रहे हो या जो specular highlights देख रहे हो वो ये दिखा रहा है कि bottle एक outdoor environment में shoot की गई है, right? So you need to take care of these things while lighting the product in studio to have a very nice composite later in post, right? And when I'm doing shoots like this, the choice of lighting is always continuous lights, because sometimes I might also use the background on LED panels in studio, right? So if I'm shooting the backgrounds in camera with the product, using LED panels, I would be displaying these photos in the background, and simultaneously I would be using continuous lights because I want to match the light that is coming from the LED panel, right? So in this case using continuous lights makes much more sense. And secondly, when I'm using continuous lights I also have the flexibility of changing the color temperature or the making the lights warmer or cooler. Like in this case I'm using Nanlite Forza 300B2 as my main light source to imitate sunlight. And because I'm using a bicolor light, I can easily make the light warmer to imitate sunlight, right? So I have those controls with me. In certain cases, if need be, I can also use an RGB light and precisely match the color of the light with the color in the background or the AI generated image to have a nice composite later in post, right? So continuous lights have these advantages when you're shooting products in a virtual environment, right? The other benefit of using continuous lights is that, when you're doing a commercial shoot, it's not just about creating one single photo. You have to create a series of visuals which have to have a similar theme, right? So if I'm creating certain photos where I'm using AI backgrounds, maybe in other photos I don't need AI backgrounds. I would just be taking the product close-up shots on a plain background. So I need to have a consistent, cohesive lighting between all the visuals, right? So for that reason, I use continuous lights for everything that I shoot so that I'll have that consistency, right? Now, in terms of camera gear and lenses, here I'm using the Nikon Z9 because that's the camera I'm using currently. So there's no special requirement of using that camera. I'm also using a macro lens, which happens to be the 85 tilt shift lens. Again, in this particular photo, there's no need of using a tilt shift lens, but I'm using that lens because for other visuals from the same shoot, I used the tilt shift lens to create some photos. And I wanted to have this color consistency across my images. That's the reason I still used the tilt shift macro lens for this particular shot, but otherwise you can use any macro lens. It won't make a difference, right? The important thing is that you need to use continuous lights when you're shooting products in a virtual environment so that you can match the lighting on the product with the lighting that you see on the LED panel, right? Which is also a continuous source of light, right? So that is the advantage of using AI, and I think that this is the future of advertising, where we'll be combining AI with product photography to get the best results and to open up endless possibilities. Right, so if you have any questions regarding AI, product photography, or the business side, do let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.